Curtis, Flo, I think it's one of those nights again when luck isn't on your side. I'm looking at you, Curtis, because you thought you had the assist.
No, it's more for Flo's goal.
And Flo, it was an own goal.
Doesn't matter today. We draw. We wanted to win, so yeah, that's all what counts today. So yeah, unlucky.
Unlucky. What do you make of the performance? Because you were calling for more aggression after the defeat to PSV, and Flo, you showed that aggression with the goal that ultimately was an own goal. But was it a better performance, do you feel?
I think so, yeah. And I feel that has been the main point of the whole team and the staff as well that we've spoke about as one. Obviously, you know, we've got the guys in the team that can play, that can score, that can assist. But we've just asked for more aggressiveness, and I think yeah we showed that there, and as you said there with Flo, a guy who, you know, he wants the ball a lot, but of how much that he ran, and yeah, he tackled and stuff, yeah, just a shame that his goal's down is no goal.
It was better second half though, wasn't it? It was slow in the first half.
Yeah, but at times it has to be slow. Yeah, we're playing against a team who sat back a bit. We thought that they was going to press more, but yeah, the more that we pass around, it drags them out and then it makes gaps. And yeah, that's the likes of myself, Flo, and Domino. Them is you know, if we can get the ball in there, then yeah, we can score or assist, and as showed there at the end. We were shooting more and gaps are all there, but yeah, as I said, it's one of them nights again, yeah, where it just the last, I don't know, small bit.
And Flo, as a player coming into this team, when Curtis say it's just, you know, just the small things that are causing probably the biggest problems, how would you assess the season so far for you at Liverpool?
Yeah, first of all, I was very welcomed by the team. One of the main reasons, also Curtis, but yeah, it's a very good team, and I'm very happy to be here. Of course, it was now the last weeks were a bit difficult for us as a team, but we are on a good way to come back, and yeah, we are doing everything to come back and yeah, continue like this, and then hopefully things will change.
Well, thanks for your time. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So he didn't need to really drop. He could have pressed straight away. And then the deflection, when things are not going your way, obviously deflection's the only place in the goal it could have gone. However, Liverpool go up the other end, and the shot from Wirtz wasn't going in. So, you know, that almost evened itself out. So I don't think they can have too many complaints there. And as Manu said a minute ago, if anybody was going to score, the best chance in the last 10 minutes was very much Sunderland. So,
and McAllister, when he hit the post, that's it.
Yes, absolutely. Not as how many 16 odd shots or whatever, but nothing really clear. That wasn't a Liverpool performance that we've been seeing for the last few years.
Yeah, they did get level, but Florian Wirtz didn't get his first goal, which is very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But when you see the angle here, it is going wide.
Yeah, I thought Curtis Jones did really well here to read that touch, because it wasn't the worst of touches, but he read it and then played a lovely little through ball. Wirtz's great little feet, and miskicks it, really. He miskicks it. That's going towards the corner flag. When we see it at a certain angle, it's going nearer to the corner flag than the goal. However, lovely little touch again there, and then it takes a very favourable deflection. We see this is the best angle. He really miskicks it. That's going way, way wide, and they get a bit of luck. But as I say, Sunderland had a bit of luck with the first one deflection, and so did Liverpool. So that evens itself out. But he's getting a little bit better now, Wirtz, I think, and that's one of the encouraging signs that he's starting to look like a £125 million player.
They were pushing for the winner, but actually they had Chiesa to thank for actually not losing the game, didn't they, when Isidore went through?
Look at that. What a great assist.
From the keeper.
Would have been, yeah, amazing pass, you know. Should have played number 10 in this position, because I've never seen that before in my life. I saw, you know, sometimes, you know, goalkeeper giving an assist on the goal, but this one, the pass he's giving is amazing. And Chiesa, I think, met the great run, you know, to come back and to defend until the end, and he stopped that goal. But honestly, that's not the only occasion, you know, for Sunderland to win that game. That's what worries me a lot, because it's a promoted team. With all the respect I have for them, we must give credit to them, because they play with composure and resilience. But Honestly,
Yeah, goalkeeper was desperate for the assist there, wasn't he? You could see his reaction. And obviously, Chiesa was brought on to maybe make that difference, maybe score a goal. But he didn't think he was going to come on
I was
to
going to ask you for
save.
your analysis of him running back, but you had no insight from your career of doing that.
I would love to be able to tell you as a centre forward how he did it, but I never got into my own penalty box.
he would have scored this one, no?
No, great work. Absolutely great work. I mean, as I say, brought on to win the game, but he's actually ended up saving the game.
They were looking towards Virgil van Dijk, understandably. He had one header that actually hit his own teammate, didn't it?
Kirkes stood in front of goal. You can see him on the goalkeeper, and then he just pulls off the goalkeeper at the last minute to make sure he's not offside, but it's hard to tell on that angle, is that going in? Virgil van
Hard to
Dijk,
say.
yeah. But he's strong, he rises above everybody else, and that is going towards that far post. Whether it's going in or not, we're not sure, but he's certainly frustrated.
And all of Anfield was at the end, understandably so.
Yeah, I think so. A point is not enough, really. I still think deep down, Liverpool fans, Liverpool players thought that if they can get on a run, that the title's not over. It was only 9 points before today. And with an amazing run, that's definitely, Liverpool are certainly capable of doing it, but performance not good enough, another bad result, and, OK, if it was against Manchester City or something like that, you think, all right, then I'll take a point. But against Sunderland, you have to be winning that game at home to have any title aspirations. So it's starting to look bleak now for Liverpool in terms of the title. 10 points behind now. 11 points behind now. Maybe they're going to have to refocus and think Champions League is the main aim.
Whilst making sure that they're playing Champions League football next season as well, financially.
That's what I mean. I mean, when I said Champions League, I wasn't talking about the Champions League.
Oh, I see.
I was talking about top four now is essential for them. Anyway, they'll keep going, they'll keep trying. But as I say, forgetting the result for a minute, it was the performance that I thought I was quite a bit disappointed with.
Yeah, and congratulations to Sunderland.
Liverpool's 1-1 draw with Sunderland at Anfield felt less like a point won and more like another chapter in a campaign full of missed chances and lingering structural issues. Sunderland struck first, midway through the second half, when Chemsdine Talby's long-range effort took a deflection and beat the goalkeeper, leaving the Reds with a mountain to climb. Liverpool responded late through a Florian Wirtz attempt that deflected in off Enzo Mukiele to make it 1-1, but the equalizer felt more like relief than a restoration of control. On the balance of play, Liverpool dominated possession and territory, but repeatedly failed to manufacture clear, high-quality openings. The pattern was familiar: predictable build-up, limited penetration in the final third, and an over-reliance on individual moments rather than a coherent chance creation plan. Sunderland defended with discipline, pressed in the right moments, and punished defensive hesitancy. Their compact organization made Liverpool's usual routes to goal narrow and slow to materialize. Tactically, the game exposed two recurring problems. First, Liverpool's right side frequently lacked protection and effective rotations, allowing Sunderland to overload wide areas and force turnovers. Second, midfield control was inconsistent. When Liverpool pressed, they left gaps. When they dropped off, they lacked the incision to break lines. Those transition moments, once a Liverpool strength, now too often produce scrambled possession and low-value shots. Personnel decisions also shaped the contest. Arne Slot again left Mohamed Salah on the bench at kickoff, a controversial choice that sparked debate given the team's need for cutting edge. Salah entered after halftime and added urgency, but his introduction was not enough to change the underlying structural problems. Slot defended his rotation policy and called for patience, yet the club's inconsistent results keep shrinking the margin for experimentation. The psychological fallout is telling. Van Dijk publicly urged consistency and unity after the draw, emphasizing that isolated positive moments will not reverse the trend unless collective standards rise. For Liverpool, the immediate task is practical. Simplify attacking roles so creative players have clearer responsibilities, shore up the fullback channels with better cover, and restore a midfield spine that wins second balls and sustains transitions. A draw against a newly promoted, well-organized Sunderland side buys time, but not answers. Unless structure and purpose return quickly, Anfield's frustrations will only deepen.